Good morning, good morning. I am here at work and I have not had my coffee this morning, but I thought that maybe I could do a little voiceover for you guys before I go in here and get settled in and get my coffee. So, in this video today, and welcome if you are returning, if you are a subscriber, if you are just here visiting, welcome. You are welcome. And if you are new here, this is a nail channel. Um, I don't always talk about the nails. As you can tell, I have not started talking about the nails as of yet. I have a story time, but before I get on to this story time, I just want to say that I absolutely love this acrylic. If you have not tried Cairo's Nail Supply acrylic, please do yourself a big favor. Go on over there to her website and go and purchase you a couple of acrylics. I'm not lying to y'all. Y'all will not be disappointed. Y'all will not be disappointed. If y'all like not polished, y'all will love this acrylic. I don't think I'm gonna make it, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I need to go ahead and go in here and get my coffee. And y'all won't be able to tell, but I'll be back in a few hours. I'm back, y'all, and this is an entirely different day. I think this is 2 days later. Um, I'm devastated. There is a bird flew out, you guys. We cannot eat any chicken. I told my son the bird flu was here and we cannot eat any chicken. He was like, "What? Chicken like Bojangles chicken?" I just looked at him, y'all. I was like, "Yes, we cannot eat Bojangles chicken." He was like, "What about McDonald's chicken nuggets? That's not even really chicken." Y'all, I don't know if I am going to be able to keep this child away from eating chicken. I might not even be able to keep myself away from eating chicken. So I might grow wings and fly. Who knows? In other news, JJ is missing. I will repeat, JJ is missing. Um, I don't know where he's at, you guys. So what had happened was Kitty has been a bitch the whole time JJ has been here. Like, if y'all look at my beginner videos of Kitty, she was so sweet, so kind, very talkative, so sweet, want to rub up against you, etc., etc. JJ came, bitch. Total turnaround, like just mean, didn't want you petting her, she don't meow no more, she don't want to speak to nobody, she rolls her eyes, looks at you all up and down. And it's been like this now since JJ has been here. So they have two separate bowls, and she never eats JJ's food ever. She'll go over there and sniff it, and she'll walk away, and she'll go to her own bowl and she'll eat her own food. Even if she eats all her food out of her bowl, and she'll go to JJ's bowl and she'll sniff it and she'll be like, she's not eating out of his bowl. So in that time, JJ was coming around, because we knew that, he was around because she wouldn't eat his food. So about 2 weeks ago, well, first let me just say, y'all know I repurposed my old stove and like gutted it out and basically made it a cat mansion. Like, it is a whole cat mansion out there now. I got insulation and just bedding and just decked out this oven and made like a 2-story mansion for Kitty and JJ, right? The entire time that we was out there getting this mansion together for Kitty and JJ, JJ was not around, you guys. Kitty was around. She was watching us. She was out there, watching us do everything, watching us put in the installation, watching us make sure, everything was good, waterproof. You know, it's real nice out there. And she's been in it. Like, she's been out there in it. And she has been home a lot more because usually she'll leave when it's like super cold or when it's raining because I think she can find a better shelter somewhere else. But now, since I made this mansion for her out of my stove, she does not leave and go off other places anymore. She pretty much stays around here. So, ever since we made this mansion for Kitty, JJ has disappeared. My husband has been going through all these different emotions, you guys. First, he was mad because he thought that JJ had betrayed us and went somewhere else. Then he was sad because he was like, what if JJ got hit? But he was like, if JJ got hit, we would have seen him somewhere out on the road. You know, we would have seen him if he was hit. Plus, JJ, he don't really go too many places. Like, JJ don't. JJ don't really ever leave the yard. But, you know, JJ was getting a little bit older. Like, in cat years, he was probably like a preteen, and I was like, he's starting to venture out more, you know. And I was like, you know, who knows? He may have got hit by a car. You never know. He could have gotten a fight with another cat, and the other cat won because JJ, even though y'all seen him and he looked real sweet and stuff, JJ was bad. JJ used to pick fights with Kitty, and JJ would just, like, he wouldn't do anything to us, but he was really mean to Kitty. And Kitty wouldn't even be doing anything to him, and he just puff up and put his back all up and his tail puffed all up. He'd be ready to fight Kitty for no reason. So y'all, my husband been calling JJ every day. It's been about 2 weeks now, y'all, and he stopped looking for JJ. As far as I know, he hasn't been like calling him. I think he realizes that JJ is gone. We still don't know what happened to him, y'all. I haven't told my husband what I think happened to JJ, but y'all, let me tell y'all what I think happened to JJ. Kitty seen that we were making that mansion for her and JJ, but she wanted it all to herself. So she unalived JJ. The reason why I think that Kitty unalived JJ is because after the fact that she did what she did, she started eating out of JJ's bowl. And she sleeps at the top of the mansion and at the bottom of the mansion. I also have video proof that Kitty has purposely unalived JJ so that she can have the bottom part of the mansion. She knew that we had made that ramp for JJ and that JJ was supposed to get the bottom half of the mansion. She was not very happy about that. Kitty, deep down inside, wanted that bottom part of that mansion, and she was so jealous that she had to go to the top part and that JJ got the bottom part, that she unalived JJ so that she could get the bottom part. I have video footage of Kitty going in JJ's mansion. The bottom part was JJ's. And I have footage of Kitty going in the bottom part and eating out of JJ's bowl. That's when I knew that Kitty did it. Y'all don't tell my husband. Don't tell my husband. But that is exactly what happened. Kitty never ate out of JJ's bowl until she unalived him. When she unalived him and she started eating out of his bowl, I knew that she did it. She did it, y'all. And I'm going to show y'all the footage in just a minute. But before I show y'all the footage, let me tell y'all, ever since she unalived JJ, She has been back to her old self before she had kids. She has been so sweet, you guys. She has been so sweet. Just rolling around on her back, letting us pet her belly, meowing, just super talkative, just so nice, rubbing up against our legs. Just the sweetest thing ever. She is back to how she was before she had kittens. JJ was one of her kittens. And let me just say that Kitty had multiple kittens, but they are all across the street. Now, JJ is the only one that followed her over here. She did not have her kittens over here because she did not want to be bothered with her kittens. JJ was a big baby and he followed her over here. And JJ tried to take territory over Kitty. Just like living with the leopards, y'all. It's just like living with the leopards. If y'all watch Living with the Leopards and y'all remember my video when I talked about that movie Living with the Leopards, mm, mm, mm. It's just like that, y'all. JJ started wanting to fight his mother. He was trying to kill Kitty, y'all. He wanted Kitty's territory, and Kitty snapped. Here is the footage where Kitty was questioned about her child. She refused the reporter any questions. She would not answer any questions, you all. I had to get CPS out here to question her. She went to court. She was on the stand. She refused to answer any questions by the judge, by CPS, any. Look, guys, look, here's the video.
Ah, caught you on camera. Since I have you on camera, ma'am, can you please come out of your house and answer some questions? Ma'am, can you please come answer some questions for us, ma'am? Please, can you come out your house? We just had a few questions about JJ. Can you come on a stand, please? Thank you. Ma'am, did you do something to your child? Did you? Oh, you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk to us about JJ. Ma'am, can you please come out your house so you can talk to us about JJ? Ma'am.
There's the footage, you guys. So as you guys can see, Kitty refused to answer any questions, and they have no proof that she has done anything. So she has really just been hiding out in her mansion. Sometimes she'll sleep, upstairs. Sometimes she has parties downstairs because downstairs it's a little, more roomier down there. She invites, other cats over and they get really loud, with the music and stuff. And then I have to go out there and tell her, because she's right under my deck and it makes a lot of noise. And I just feel like she did it, y'all, because she's just so just disrespectful now. I mean, she's sweet again, but sometimes, she's just so disrespectful with the loud music, and then they're out there smoking and they smoke weed. I think they're snorting cocaine. Like, it's just ridiculous. The noise, and my neighbors have been wondering about the smell and, the loudness, and they think it's us. And it's not us, it's Kitty. And, I called CPS and but they couldn't do anything about her. They couldn't do anything to her, you guys, because they have no proof. And Kitty has refused to answer any questions because she knows that anything held against her, anything that she says will be held against her in court. So she did not even say a word in court. She has pled the fifth. She wants to get a lawyer, if it even goes to that point, you guys, because they have no proof on Kitty doing anything to JJ. But look, you guys, Kitty unalive JJ. Kitty did it, y'all. Kitty unalive JJ. She wanted that mansion to herself. She was sick of him. Do you hear me? Kitty snapped. So, yeah, y'all, that's all that's been going on with me and my husband. We've been dealing with Kitty. It's like ever since we built her this mansion, JJ disappeared. And we don't know what to do. We cannot find JJ. We have we have no clue what to do. We have called the authorities. We have called CPS. They have drugged Kitty to court. No one is doing anything about JJ's disappearance. So, man, mm, mm, mm. So yeah, we will keep you guys updated on this situation. If we have any other clues or updates about this situation, I will let you guys know in a future video. But yeah, as you can see, Kitty does not want to talk about it at all. If you go out there and talk to her about anything else, she's fine, she's friendly, she talks back, she answers any other questions. But when it comes to JJ, she just refuses. So, anyway, guys, enough about Kitty and all this mess that's been going on with Kitty and JJ. I am to the point right now to where I am about to call my construction company and have them come and bulldoze this oven to the ground, because I'm telling you, ever since we have decked out this oven for her, she just thinks that, mm, y'all, she done got so bougie. She and it's only when you ask her about JJ. If you don't ask her about JJ, she's fine. But if you ask her about JJ, she will flick her tail, look at you, roll her eyes, walk right up on that ramp, and walk right into her little mansion, honey. So, enough about that situation, y'all, because it's just a mystery, and it has been really kind of nerve wracking. It's we really don't know what's going on. Um, yeah, it's just a little stressful, especially on my husband. It's been a little bit more stressful on my husband than me. Because like I said, I believe, what I think that's what Kitty did. So I didn't tell him because, he probably wouldn't believe it. But deep down inside, I believe Kitty did it. So yeah, you guys, I'm just taking this blue and doing all this stuff on these nails, honey. This is this Valentino blue. These colors are from Valentino, and they're a little thin. I'm not gonna lie, they're a little thin. I do like the Madam Glam polishes over the Valentino. They're okay if you're just doing like the little marble or whatever. But when I go to do my Frenchie, it's a little thin. It's a little thin, and to get a Frenchie to look nice, you want a thicker consistency. So I had to go over it a couple of times to get it to the opaqueness that I wanted it on the Frenchie. And I really didn't too much like how it turned out. It was a little watery, you guys. It was a little watery, but I did put a charm on that nail anyway. So as you can see, I'm doing the sweater design, you guys. Before I had started on the sweater design, I did put down a matte coat, a thin layer of the matte Madam Glam on the pinky and on the pointer finger, because this Valentino, what is it, V Beauty, um, this gel is so watery. I'm not going to do too much design on this pinky. I'm just going to put a line down this side and I'm going to sugar it with this soft pink acrylic, which is going to match the base color on the nail, since I did use a soft pink acrylic as my base. So we're just going to sugar the nail, you guys. After you do your design, you want to just throw your acrylic on top. Do not cure. And then you want to pop it in the lamp and cure for 60 seconds. And now I'm going to grab this other color by Valentino. And this is where I am going to make my Frenchie. You guys, this gel is, this is really the first time I've really used these Valentino gels, and they are beautiful, but I'm just surprised at how thin they are. They are really a thin consistency. As you guys can see, I am struggling with this Frenchie just a little bit because the gel is so thin, and it is just trying to, it's just thin. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about when you're trying to get a Frenchie with a thin gel color. It it can kind of like bleed, so you're not getting that real sharp French that you want. So I should have left it like that, but I wanted it to be a little sharper. So I thought that if I had went over it with the blue, maybe that would help it out a little bit. But the blue, I don't know if it really helped it, because like I said, it's just so thin, and it was watery. It was like it was watery to the point to where it wasn't giving that sharp point on that French that I was looking for. So after I finish this French up right here, I am going to end up covering it up with a charm, you guys. So it really doesn't matter. When in doubt, bling it out. So now I'm going to go in here in just a minute with the blue. I'm just tapping the ends right here because you don't want those little like knots at the end of the nail where the gel has dripped down to the ends of the nail. So I'm going to speed this part up for you guys, and I am going to put the blue right here on top of the pink, trying to give it more of a cleaner Frenchy, but I don't really think it helped, but it's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Um, like I said, I covered it up anyway. Now, you guys, I'm just going to go down the side of this nail with some little polka dots going down each side of this nail, just to give it a little bit more of a design on the nail. Um, yep, that's all I'm doing, is just going down the nail with some little dots. I thought it was cute. I put one dot too many, so I wiped it off. So now I am going to, oh yeah, I was going to just like make these stripes all the way down the nail. And then when I started to fill in, because at first I was going to like fill in a couple of the squares, and then I was going to like go in with a sweater design. But then I thought, like, no, like I'm doing calls. Like these are calls nails. So when I started to fill it in and I was making the little hair like strokes, it just reminded me like that's what I'm supposed to be doing for the call set, is making the little hair strokes. So I started making the hair strokes, and then I went in with the blue and I was making the hair strokes in between the other color, which is like I don't know what color that is, y'all. It's like a pink, um, like a pinkish, orangish, like pinkish, like pastel. And these are like pastel like colors. And so I'm just gonna make these like little hair strokes in between. I have not cured anything, so I'm trying to be careful. I'm gonna wipe this off because I was at first gonna fill it in, but then I was like, no, I need to make the hair stroke, so I'm just wiping it off just a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with the little strokes. And then after I finish these little strokes, these little hair like strokes for the call set, I am gonna get my little calls charm. Now I'm just putting the blue on the other side and just flicking it up, making the little hair strokes on this side without actually filling it in. I should have sped this part up for the sake of the video, but this is just taking a little bit longer than I expected because that gel is so watery, you guys. But now I am getting these AB crystals, you guys. So I don't show me putting on the AB crystals, but you guys know I do not like covering up my cuticle area. So, and I did not really want to put anything on the thumb. I really love the way that blue was around that cuticle area, but this bow just matched so perfectly with this set. So I put the bow on the thumb, and then I put the KAW. Of course, the little call charm is so cute. I love that heart. And I just did a little bit of rhinestones around the cuticle area. Y'all, please pray for JJ, pray for Kitty, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.